everybody, welcome back to Hideaway Homestead. We're going to do something a little different. I think we actually did this a couple years ago, but it seemed to be so popular.
Right.
We thought we would do it again for those of you who have not seen or heard about this.
And I haven't seen it coming up on YouTube this year, but maybe I'm just not getting those feeds. But in that particular year, it was quite common.
It was very popular. So what we are talking about is we are going to do a pantry challenge in the month of January. What we're talking about is being able to eat out of your freezer or out of your pantry, your frozen foods, whatever it is that you have.
Fresh, frozen, freeze-dried, canned, all of that stuff.
Right. So any of the types of food, whatever types of food you have that you've saved up, we're going to try to, and we're going to do it too.
Oh yes, definitely.
We're gonna eat out of what we have on hand without going out and buying more, just to see how far we can make it go.
Right.
And you'll see a difference actually in the amount of money you have to spend.
Yeah, it's sort of fun after you overspend on Christmas. Maybe now you've got a little bit of extra money because you're not spending it at the grocery store, so that can help.
Right. So we're going to do this, and one of the things that we're not going to do is we're not going to quit buying stuff from the store, like necessities. You know, if there's something that you have to have.
The one thing that I'm thinking, we're going to allow ourselves $20 a week for groceries, and maybe that sounds like a lot to you, or maybe not, but we do have powdered milk and canned milk available.
Yes.
I would like to keep that in our pantry for emergencies, not for an experiment like this. So I'm planning that we will use some of that $20 to buy milk each week. Actually, we've both been sick with colds, and we've found out we have 2 gallons of milk that we haven't even touched at the house. So we're starting out with some pretty good milk supplies to get going, and maybe a few things like bananas. Those are treats, but we could eat our fruit that's frozen or that's canned,
right?
But we'll allow ourselves just a little bit, or something else that, like you said, an emergency, something that we didn't see coming that came up. And maybe there will be some occasion that we have to prepare food to take to somebody, and they don't want to eat our canned chili or something like that. So anyway, we're allowing ourselves a little cushion, $20 a week, and see how careful we can do. I'm hoping that we can only use $10 a week or something like that, but maybe a few things that we need to replace.
Yeah, and if your budget doesn't allow that and you need to cut it back to $15 a week or $10 or whatever it is, whatever your budget allows. And also, we don't want you to eat so much of your stuff that you have saved up that you don't have anything left for an emergency.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, February 1 comes and you get a snowstorm and you just ate all of your food. Keep those kinds of things in mind. But this is very good mentally to challenge us. Okay, we have these cans of this. We have this freeze-dried stuff here. How can we use it? What will we eat to make meals? Because sometimes people stock up on a bunch of beans and rice, is the one that everybody says. And that's good. It's cheap. You can get good nutrition from it, but we want to have some variety and to actually know how to use our food. Also, we have learned that there is a forecast for very cold temperatures coming up this month. So we were going to also try to use other cooking methods in case we lose power. Then get out our Coleman stove and use those little butane or propane, whatever they are, or to cook over open fire and use our Dutch ovens and pots and stuff like that. Or maybe use our solar oven. We're in Florida, so even if it gets cold, the solar oven, if the sun's out, we can still have hot food from that. But start thinking, what kind of meals can you make just using the items that you have in your house. And yeah, let's get creative. I hope that a lot of people will give us suggestions for meals or menus that they use. And some creative alternatives. If you don't have this item, what could you do instead? Those kinds of things will be very good for us to share and to learn from. So,
and also you can take notes of what you do, write it down if you know, and keep track of what you did. You may even want to try to keep track of how much money you saved by not having to go to the grocery store. And so, if you follow along, or if you've done this before, let us know. Tell us, what it was, how it worked for you. Because, like I said, we did this a couple years ago, and it was just so cool. We loved it, and a lot of people really responded. So, leave us a comment also, and tell us what you've done or what you're planning to do. And tell us how it worked for you. If it worked, great. Tell us. If it didn't work, tell us that too, because we need to know. Both sides.
I think step one for us this coming week is going to be to see what we have in stock.
Yes.
To go through our pantry and other storage places. There's a lot that probably needs to be disposed of. We keep putting stuff in, and it's not the best way to do it. I know that, but in a hurry, we put it up front, and then we find out we already had that, or we didn't need to buy that. So that'll give you some ideas too on what you have.
Right.
And then how you can start using that in your meals and menus. We're talking 3 meals a day for our family.
Yeah.
So we might not be getting your Honey Nut Cheerios every week or something like that. We'll have to see how far the budget goes for buying cereal.
Yeah.
We may start eating oatmeal or eating our eggs from our chickens or pancakes or waffles or biscuits or something like that. So.
Anyway, so we think this will be a lot of fun. And so we hope that a lot of you will follow along with us and keep in contact and tell us how it's going.
Yep.
So
we're going to find out what we've got that is out of date and what we have that we can use this month, and start making some menu lists and ideas for breakfast and for lunch too. We usually plan more for our main dish dinner. We call it supper. But we've got to eat those other meals too. So it's a good time of year for soup. There's my first hint. Start making some soup right now.
Okay, so thanks for joining us here on Hideaway Homestead.
We're looking forward to a really good time working with everybody and coming up with some good ideas using our preparations. So until next time, thanks for joining us. Please give us a like, a comment, and keep an eye out, because we will have frequent postings related to the Pantry Challenge.
Yes.